was a freshman, I thought I had all the answers. I thought I knew what was going on. My mother made me come to Sir High School. I did not want to come here. I wanted to go to San Mateo High School. She made me. She said, try summer school. What summer school makes you want to go to that high school? Going to summer school is like, being in jail. You want to be out and playing, now you got to be in summer school and you got to do all this homework and stuff. She said, if you go here and you don't like it, you don't have to go. I told her I don't like it. I'm not going. They're digging a hole, building a swimming pool. I don't swim. Who cares? She says, you're going for a year. Try it. See if you like it. The year goes by. I knew what the answer was. I told my mom and dad. I said, Mom, Dad, I'm not going back to Surrey High School. I don't want to go. She goes, you're going for 4 years because that's the best education you're going to get, and that's it. I go, yeah, okay. So, Mom and Dad, thank you very much. Now, when I was at Sarah High School, I did not know that there was a guy named John Robinson who had gone to Sarah High School. And I thought I was a pretty good athlete when I was here, and the whole thing. And I didn't think I was conceited or anything, but I thought I was pretty good. Was that Rich Stapin horse back there? Denny, was that you? Who said that? Anyway, I thought I was pretty good. Of course, when I went down to USC and I lined up as a freshman, and freshmen weren't eligible to play, and I was a high school All-American, and again, I thought I was pretty good. And I walked out to that freshman football field for the very first time, and there were 50 freshmen out there practicing. And I thought again, I was pretty good. And 48 of those 50 freshmen were All-Americans. And I was going, ooh. I understand how you feel about being cut, Father Joe. I was cut at Surrey High School my sophomore year when I tried out for the varsity football team. Coach Freitas cut me. Put me down on the JVs. I was a sad little puppy. My middle brother Calvin, he was at San Mateo High School on the varsity football team. I was feeling kind of low. And then the guy who was a wide receiver broke his arm. As I said a couple of months ago when I was here, that rumor that I was in his neighborhood is not true. It was an accident. There were no cell phones, no cameras, nothing, no recording of it at all. I first met John Robinson when I was being recruited to college. And my oldest brother had gone to school, who was a dentist. He had gone to school in Oregon. And I kind of had a good feeling from stories he told about Oregon. And this guy, John Robinson, called me up, and he was recruiting me to Oregon. And he told me he had some good football players up there. There's a guy named Dan Fouts, who played at St. Ignatius, was a quarterback up there. A guy named Tom Graham, who was a linebacker. I mean, he was as hard as concrete. And, made you want to be on his team, or else he was going to hit you if you weren't. Bobby Moore, Ahmad Rashad was there. And I remember I got off the airplane up in Oregon, stepped off the airplane. There was a banner, a big banner, Lynn Swann, welcome to Oregon. Danny Fouts, Bobby Moore, Tom Graham, and John Robinson was there. And he was going like, Lenny, you're going to be good for us. We got this guy. Yeah. He's running back. He's going to play, but we got to have somebody to throw the ball to. And you're going to be our guy. Are you going to fit? You're going to work here. You belong here. He almost had me. Almost went to Oregon. I didn't go. I went to USC instead. But John Robinson came to his senses. He realized he couldn't do without me. So he left Oregon and came to USC. Okay, my junior year, he became the running back coach. Now, Coach Robinson is a very emotional and very intense guy. Okay? Came from a great program up in Oregon, had some great coaches up there. He was a winner. And he always had a way of getting the best out of the people he coached. And he coached Heisman Trophy running backs at USC, national champion football teams, head coach for the Rams. I mean, you really know his history. But the reason why he was so successful, he was able to motivate and get people to believe in themselves and what they could do and what they could be. He goes, I know how good you think you are. Let me tell you how good you can really be. And I remember one of these moments, because he coached running backs and I'm a receiver. We're sitting in the hotel room and getting ready to play Stanford. We got to beat Stanford. They beat us last year. This is 1972. We got a shot to be national champions. And we go up to play Stanford. And we had this running back on the team, Rod McNeil. Supposed to be a great running back. And Rod had fumbled the ball a little bit the year before and was kind of down on himself. And I was sitting in this room with Manfred Moore and Rod McNeil and Sam Cunningham and myself. We're all sitting in this room. Curfew was coming up. Coaches were coming around doing bed check. All of a sudden, the door flies open in the room. And here comes John Robinson. And John Robinson comes flying in the room, and Rod McNeil's right there, and he gets right in Rod's face. He goes, Rodney, you're going to play a great football game tomorrow. Talk to him about how important it was for him to be at his best, to go out there and play hard, work hard, and he deserved this. And that he could be the best player on that football field. And it meant more to him to go out and play well for himself than just winning a football game. Got right in his face. And he walked out the door. Never said anything to anybody else in the room. 4 other guys sitting in the room going, what the hell was that? But Rod was stunned. Next day he came out, played a great ball game. Okay? John Robinson has that kind of intensity. And he's always had it from his days at Sarah High School and building relationships. As good a coach as he was at every level, he was better at building the relationships and building a foundation for people to succeed. For players he had at USC that he brought to the Rams, when he went back to USC as a coach and worked with the administration, making sure he built a foundation and a pathway for those young men to succeed. I always knew John Robinson was a great Trojan. But for everybody who has success, the most important foundation, I believe, comes from what you experience when you're in high school. Because you create the foundation that builds a foundation that gives you the options to move forward. John Robinson got that here at Sarah High School. Many of you out there have gotten that foundation. I'm honored tonight to introduce not a man who was my coach, but a man who I can call my friend, head coach, USC, the Los Angeles Rams. How many times can I make you stand up and sit down? John Robinson.